Many years ago, a community of people settled down along the southern edges of a land known as Canaan. These individuals had to pack up and leave their previous homes in a place called Mesopotamia because they were pushed out by a ruler named King Nebuchadnezzar II. People today often call them the Philistines. The Philistines are frequently mentioned in stories because they had a lot of conflicts with another group called the Israelites. A big part of why they couldn't get along stemmed from their different religious beliefs. The Philistines worshipped gods that the Israelites did not agree with at all. Among the many gods the Philistines worshipped, one named Baal was particularly notable. Baal became a topic of conversation, especially in the northern regions of Israel, all thanks to a woman named Jezebel. Jezebel was the wife of King Ahab, and she was the one who introduced the worship of Baal into their area. One of the most well-known tales involves a prophet named Elijah who dared Baal to prove his might by igniting a sacrificial offering on fire atop Mount Carmel. Unfortunately for Baal, he was unable to perform this feat. Furthermore, some folks link Baal with a demonic figure known as Beelzebub, or as he's called in some writings, Beelzebub. Beelzebub was venerated in a locale known as Ekron, situated towards Canaan's southwest. The origin of these tales is found in the Bible, particularly in the second book of Kings. It shares a narrative about an Israeli king named Ahaziah who sustained severe injuries. Rather peculiarly, Ahaziah didn't seek assistance from his deity, but instead sent his people to inquire from Beelzebub, the deity of Ekron, about his chances of recovery. This act did not sit well with the deity of Israel. In response, he dispatched Elijah to intercept the king's messengers, questioning their decision to consult Beelzebub despite having their deity in Israel. Elijah delivered a stern warning. Because of this action, the king would remain bedridden and eventually pass away. The king's messengers, deeply unsettled by Elijah's words, hurried back to relay the ominous message to Ahaziah. Upon hearing it, Ahaziah attempted to summon Elijah to his presence, but those sent were struck down by divine intervention. Eventually, Ahaziah managed to send a captain who approached Elijah with respect, requesting his presence. Elijah complied, but only to reiterate the grave prophecy. Ahaziah's reliance on Beelzebub for guidance meant he would not recover from his ailment. In a related tale, we hear about King Ahaziah once again, who found himself gravely ill and confined to his bed. Contrary to what one might expect, Ahaziah didn't seek divine intervention for his recovery. He continued to seek advice from Beelzebub, a figure shrouded in mystery and ancient lore, to no avail. Ahaziah's condition worsened over time, leading to his eventual demise in his bed, having never sought the assistance of his god. Throughout historical narratives, especially among Jewish teachings, Beelzebub is sometimes referred to as the Lord of the Flies. This title may seem odd at first glance, but it's thought to suggest that Beelzebub was associated with filth and decay, attracting followers much like flies are drawn to rot. The moniker Beelzebub could also have served as a form of mockery towards adversaries in ancient times, particularly aimed at the Philistines. This story illustrates not only the deep-rooted animosities between these ancient peoples, but also how these conflicts were intertwined with their religious beliefs and cultural practices. Different people have different ideas about Beelzebub. For example, many Christians think of Beelzebub as just another name for the devil or Satan. In studies about demons, there's a guy named Peter Binsfield who made a list of demons, and he says Beelzebub is one of the top 7 demons, representing overeating among the 7 big no-nos or sins. In the stories of the Bible, particularly within the pages of the book of Matthew, we find Beelzebub making an appearance not just once, but again in another narrative. This section of the Bible sheds light on the numerous acts of kindness performed by Jesus, which ranged from healing those who were injured to curing the ill. On a certain occasion, a man exhibiting bizarre behavior, attributed to the influence of a demon causing him distress, was brought before Jesus. In a compassionate act, Jesus relieved the man of his affliction, expelling the demon and allowing him to regain his sense of self. Nevertheless, this act of benevolence was not met with universal acclaim. Among the critics was a Pharisee, a member of a religious sect of that era, who viewed Jesus' actions with skepticism rather than admiration. This Pharisee harbored the belief that Jesus' ability to exorcise demons stemmed not from a place of divinity, but from a clandestine pact with these malevolent entities themselves. He went as far as to accuse Jesus of wielding the power of Beelzebub, whom he denounced as the prince of demons, to accomplish these feats. The rationale behind the Pharisee's specific choice of Beelzebub for his accusation remains a mystery, possibly reflecting a misunderstanding of the true nature of Jesus' works or motives. Taking a stand that was sure to ruffle feathers and provoke thought, an individual stepped forward with a statement aimed at stirring controversy and challenging the public's perception of Jesus' miraculous deeds. This person, keenly aware of the potent impact that words can wield, deliberately associated Jesus with Beelzebub. This association was not merely a throwaway comment, but a name laden with contempt and derision, selected to incite anger and persuade the onlookers to reconsider their allegiance. This strategic choice of words was no accident. It was a deliberate strategy to smear Jesus' good name by insinuating a dark partnership with a figure recognized universally as demonic. The intent behind such a provocative claim was clear: to undermine Jesus' credibility and sow seeds of doubt about the divine source of his power. The tension was palpable. Amidst the whispers and shocked expressions of the audience, the claim was clear: Jesus was in league with the dark forces. Yet the story takes a dramatic turn when we learn that Jesus, perceptive and wise, saw right through this ploy. With a calm yet assertive rebuttal, Jesus challenges the logic of the accusation. He argues that a kingdom at war with itself is destined to collapse. How can Satan drive out Satan? He questions, dismantling the argument with the precision of a skilled debater. Jesus' counter is powerful. If he, by the Spirit of God, casts out demons, then surely this signifies the arrival of God's kingdom. This narrative doesn't just stop at debunking the accusation. It reveals Jesus' mastery over demons, not by a demon's power, but through divine authority. This moment of vindication is a testament to Jesus' true nature and mission, setting the record straight for all who witness it. Parallel to this incident, we find an intriguing tale woven into apocryphal lore: Solomon's dominion over demons, aided by a heavenly gift from the archangel Michael. This story unfolds with Solomon, wielding a divinely bestowed signet ring, commanding demons to aid in constructing his temple. This saga, while not part of the official canon, adds layers to the complex relationship between divine figures and demonic entities. It's a tale of power, control, and divine intervention, highlighting a fascinating aspect of spiritual warfare and divine authority. In a realm where shadows intertwine with the light, a king's decree pierces the veil of the night, summoning forth a being from the depths where whispers dwell. "Who claims dominion over the shadows?" he inquired, his voice echoing through the halls of time. "Solomon, the sovereign of this land, beckons you," came the reply, a message delivered with the force of conviction, as a ring met the heart of darkness itself, Beelzebul. Unleashing a cry that shook the very foundations of the earth, Beelzebul, the prince of demons, emerged in a blaze of infernal glory. His arrival before Solomon, a confrontation predestined by fate, unveiled a discourse between power and the arcane. Beelzebul, with pride unyielding, declared his sovereignty over the legions of the night, each demon a reflection of his will, each spirit under his command. Solomon, intrigued by the revelations of this dark prince, ventured further into the unknown, inquiring about the existence of demons of the other kind. Beelzebul, acknowledging the curiosity, unveiled Onoscalis, a creature of beauty shadowed by her cursed form, a dichotomy of allure and revulsion. In the story that unfolds, the court of Solomon turns into a meeting place where the destinies of many intersect. Here, ancient demons are called upon, some to build, others to unearth secrets hidden deep within layers of spite. Among these supernatural beings, Asmodeus stands out. He is a figure of immense power who assists Solomon with his grand project, constructing a temple with the help of beings from the underworld. This narrative is not just about the exertion of control or the exercise of power. It's about the unexpected respect that develops between Solomon and another demon, Beelzebul. They recognize something profound in each other, something that transcends the worlds they rule over. Solomon, who is always looking to broaden his understanding, holds Beelzebul in high esteem and inquires about his journey from being a creature of light to one that dwells in darkness. Beelzebul, who was once a high-ranking angel and is now the guardian of Tartarus, recounts his story. He speaks of loss and finding a new path, and of a mysterious child that haunts the waters, a puzzle that lies hidden beneath the surface. However, when Solomon seeks the name of this offspring, Beelzebul keeps quiet, holding this secret close, hidden in the shadowy depths. Solomon's pursuit of wisdom leads him to explore the motivations behind the actions of the Prince of Demons, uncovering desires that lurk in the human heart, seducing people away from their better nature. But this story of ambition and control also uncovers a vulnerability, a special name that has the power to undo Beelzebul. Under Solomon's command, Beelzebul submits to the authority of the king, symbolizing Solomon's control over even the supernatural realm. Much like a sculptor shapes marble to create a magnificent temple, The anguished cries from the underworld serve as a stark reminder of the cost of forcing such a powerful being to bend to a mortal's will. What's your take on the idea that both Jesus and Solomon wielded power over demons? Divine intervention or mere legend? Comment your thoughts below and don't forget to like and subscribe for more thought-provoking content.